Hello, fellow compatriots, this is your host, Trubitron here, and today we have something quite special. Now, we know that Bionicle Gen 2 wasn't, like, the best thing going on, but at least some of the sets were good. But, we all know Umarak the Hunter. He was a pretty good set. By far, one of the best sets out there. So, I took it upon myself to try to make it just maybe a little bit better. Now, this isn't exactly a mock. This is a modification, not a mock. It is still the original set, just with a different torso. Now, it may sound like as if that's not as spectacular, but let me assure you, it is spectacular because I integrated a function that is seamless and isn't overly intrusive to the overall look and appearance of the figure. It doesn't hinder any articulation. It still has the waist swiveling function that we are all familiar with. I don't know why I did that, but deal with it. Anyways, Umarak the Hunter, modification. Let's get right to it, shall we? To the review!
Hello, fellow compatriots. This is Umarak the Hunter. Now, as you can see, the arms are completely the same. The build of the shoulders are completely the same. You got your rotation and your side to side. It's not ball jointed. Legs entirely the same. The chest looks about the same, as you can see, but as you can tell, there is some stuff behind the shell piece. And if you turn it around to the back, it's pretty clean for the most part. You can still see some mechanical details which can easily be covered up. I mean, I could easily just put some Technic shells over on the sides, maybe in black, cover it up, but I just want to get this video through so that I can focus more on the Borak, because somebody wants to see Tanak, so I'm trying to focus more on Tanak than all my other figures. But I am also trying to focus on that one set that I'm making for all of you. That is the embodiment of Bionicle and everything that was good about Lego. So, yeah. Anyways, enough with selling myself out. Let's actually get straight to the review. So, posability with the legs is entirely the same. I don't know how to cover that. Maybe upper leg posability. Forwards, all the way up, so he can do his high kicks. Back, only about this far until he starts bumping into stuff. Let's put away his little thing over here. Now, he does have weapon storage, and Umarak, you're not getting a fist pump. Did I just call him Akimu? Oh my gosh, I think I just called him Akimu. You guys heard nothing. I did not just call him Akimu. Anyways, to store it, you just angle this down, rotate here, and you notice there's a hole over here, this port, and it goes into the top black axle over here. Now, the cool thing is, if you remove it, there is no like axles being stuck onto this thing because of the way this is designed. So you can assure yourself and that it will not jam itself. Now you can close it all the way like this, but I don't want to flex plastic too much because I don't want a warped bow. So I'm just gonna leave it like this. But yeah, weapon storage. Hooray for weapon storage. Now, of course, he has the function, which now I had to remove this. So he has his waist function. Only thing you had to do is just twist. You see, and now just remember this. This is important. Remember this. He has this and nothing's happening, right? Good. Remember that. That is crucial for this review. I'm not going to say it again. Anyways, arms, full 360. I'm not going to review the rest of it because you probably all have this figure. Back and forth movement, tilt back and forward, basically the same. Head, a little bit different. You got another bone piece over here, so he actually has more range of movement in the neck. Now, you may not like the top view of this because how gappy it is, and that is easy to cover up, I assure you. If you want me to actually cover this figure up and make it look clean, just let me know. But in the meantime, I'm focusing on other mocks. But yeah. Now, for the main gimmick of the toy line, which was the combination. Now, for combination, I got Uxar here. I got Uxar here for the combination. Now, you had to do a slight modification on Uxar. Only thing you had to do is add another bone piece. That is all you had to do. Just another bone piece, that's it. Okay, now that we got 2 thumbs up and ready to go, let's go straight into combination, shall we? So, arms out if you want to. I mean, I prefer to have the arms out. Now, so, Umarak's there. Only thing I had to do, spread the legs, extend neck, flatten, so he looks like a pancake. So that he looks like a pancake, basically. Maybe spread the wings out, make sure they're nice and straight, and jeez, does this give a lot of presence. Now, due to the design of Uxar, you notice that this is a little bit longer than the top one. Now, something magical will happen once these two merge. Boom. You didn't notice anything. That's the whole point. It's concealed. You don't know what actually happened yet. But, you know how whoever combines with the elemental creatures becomes powerful, right? So, what I thought was missing was that sense of power, that sense of, whoa, he's stronger now, kind of thing. Or she's stronger now. And that's what I wanted to do here. So now that he's all-powerful, filled to the brim with power, and he's ready to conquer and defeat the Toa, what will he do? He will grab his mighty blade as he wields it. And then, with it in hand, you can turn to his back section, spread those wings back, and you twist the knob, and he does something magical. Now you wondering what it is, and it is this. Come on, get into capture, get into captures. I am so sorry for that cut there, but he stabs. Oh, come on. It's a bit tedious, but here, I'll have the arm up in the forward position, and okay, here, I'll do a side view. So it's down, now it's, there we go, it's slowly rotating in a weird way. Here, let me just put his arm forwards, there we go. There we go. It's kind of hard to do it since Uxar is literally in the back. Maybe if I fold his legs up. There we go. Yeah. Now this idea is very experimental. As you can see, it's very experimental. But the ability for him to actually have a swinging arm as he is twisting his waist is something that is quite unique. It still needs some work on. As you can see, it's not like super effective. Sometimes it's very effective. Like the time when the video cut out. Oh, there we go. There we go. He's doing it, kind of. Come on. Come on, Umarak. You got this. But he has a brand new function. The idea is that when the creatures combine with the individual, it unlocks a new function. This is something that I believe Lego should have done, because kind of like if you guys are Transformers fans, do you know like the Unicron trilogy with the cyber keys, and it's like, Autobots, we had to find the cyber keys, Decepticons, we had to find the cyber keys, cyber keys, cyber keys, cyber keys. I imagine the animals being like cyber keys. So I was like, oh yeah, this is a great idea for Bionicle to do. And it just needed some work. Yeah, this is Umarak in his stabbing function with his arm swinging. Let's do it with his arm all the way up. I wonder. Of course, my arm just got in the way there, but yeah. Umarak the Hunter with a stabbing function. Now, the original plan that I had, I might as well say it because there's basically no way to do this without it ruining his overall appearance dramatically. I didn't want to ruin his overall appearance. Now, the idea was the original plan that I had with this combiner function, which I'm just gonna tell you now because it is such a pain in the rear to do, and to keep the posability to do it, was for him to hold the gun, right? To hold his bow and arrow, his bow, and it will have a crank at the side. A crank will power the bullets to shoot. Now, since it will be on a crank that will be sticking out the side, my idea was to have a crank system in the shoulder. So when the shoulder moves, it will also push the crank to shoot the bullets as his waist is rotating. Now, it sounds like a good idea, right? Now, let me tell you the flaws. And it is possible to do if only elbows weren't a thing. If elbows weren't a thing in this figure, if he had no elbows and it was just a stick to rotate this, then yes, it will work. But since it has elbows, and also because of the rotation in the waist, it doesn't give that much of a degree of rotation. It's not continuous 180. Matter of fact, it's just a 90 degrees of rotation that ends up into the shoulder. Now, you can do your gear ratios and whatnot, but still, you won't get a full rotation. Actually, yeah, you might be able to get a full rotation if you do gear ratios and stuff like that, but it will ruin the look. I was barely able to have the combination function to work in this figure, but without the combination, having not activate the shoulder. So, that was tedious. But yeah, that's all I had to say. So, if only elbows weren't a thing, then he would be able to shoot this bow and arrow as he's combined, which would be awesome, but it's something that is in the realm of you can only have this if you sacrifice posability, which I am not a fan of. Anyways, that is it for this review. I hope you all enjoyed. Oh, Matanui. Ugh. Hello, my fellow compatriots. If you like this video, be sure to show your support by liking and going to my Patreon. And if you want to stay up to date through my latest content, make sure to subscribe. And like always, this is your host, Tributron here, and I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.